Hi. We'd like to do an idea for you that was related to the H2O GATE Watergate Blues.
See how I fly like a catapulted penguin. Incredible a spectacle, a short time to get it in. I soar with grace and ease and luck. The ladies all love how I'm rocking the touch. Not giving a fly what the haters wanna be me. I'm flying right above them, but they can't even see me. Could've been that they didn't expect it, caught them off guard. Didn't think I'd go in so hard. We could ask Judge Wapner to preside on the verdict. He brings down the gavel as he shares what the word is. He said my style's invincible, your style's inadmissible. He stood and pointed at me, said, fuck with it. See, I'm terribly ill. Salutations, greetings, and a convivial welcome to the next installment of Grizzly Beer Stories. Hold on, I got a little something wrong with the angle of my dangle there. Now, you might think that you're seeing things, but you're not. This thing right here, it's not a New York Mets hat. It's not a New York Yankees hat. It is a New York Giants hat. Not those Giants, obviously. The original Giants. From back when they were also known as the Brooklyn Dodgers. Long story. The Dodgers were in Brooklyn. Their rivals were in New York. They were different cities until blah, 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 blah. And then in 1957, the Dodgers moved to Los Angeles. And the one good thing they've done since they've been in Los Angeles was convince the Giants to come over to keep the rivalry alive. Long-ish story short. Too late, I know. You know, this goes back to when they were the New York Giants, and before that, the New York Gothams. Again, beautiful, rich history. The bums will always be the bums. But the Giants, yeah, the Giants are great. As you can tell right here, I have my Stone Enjoy By. You know, Stone should be a pretty dead giveaway that it's an IPA. Surprise. And the Enjoy By series is pretty good because, you know, it's a limited batch that they say is, you know, you need to enjoy it by this date. And it's normally some date of semi-quasi-relative importance to something. And this one is Enjoy By 420, which is Earth Day, right? Or Arbor Day, or something about trees. I don't know. But I know that it's one day before the date of birth of a great man, somewhere around. I'm just saying. So we're going to give this a try, and I'll be sharing a story that has a little bit to do with elevation as well. Yeah, good one. Let's pop it open. Shan't we? Give the bottle cap a sniff. Aluminum. Like the aluminum Falcon. And as you can see, this is a big boy glass. Hazy. Didn't Aerosmith write a song? Something about Drive Me Hazy or something? Oh man, look at that. It almost looks like the cider. But look at that. Oh my goodness. That is so hazy and beautiful. Like I can't see through this at all. There's no visibility. There is zero visibility. Let's see. Brewed to be blazingly fresh. I mean, the bottle's quite pretty, you know, floral and whatnot. 9%, you know, not crazy heavy, but it's definitely got a nice little oomph to it. LeaveNoStoneUnturned.com. I'm not exactly sure why they started doing this, but I think at first it was a mistake, and then it wasn't. You see? It's like, which way is supposed to be up and down? That's about it. Hazy. Blazy Hazy IPA. Ooh. Look at us trying to be rhymey and funny. So, what can I say? I mean, it's Stone and it's an IPA. That's like going to Italy and trying to find a place that makes bad Italian food. You you have to really try and go out of your way. Trust me. That's really hoppy. It's really hoppy, but it's got a really big body on it, and the bitterness is just, it's surpassed by the overall flavor of the beer. And there's a little bit afterwards, but again, it's just a reminder of the hoppiness of all of it. Let me see. What all does it say? Does it say anything about which hops they used? No. But it's pretty marvelous. All right, so the story today takes place when I was much, much younger. And I think this was before Valentine's Day. Before the Valentine's Day that defined all Valentine's Days for me. And it doesn't have anything to do with Valentine's Day. But it does, it does have something to do, because we were going to church and whatever, and me and my brother, we were really young, and my brother was always the kind that wanted to hang out with his friends and be out and about town, and being that we grew up in our small town, that was okay. And one day he went out to play with his friends, and my mom decided to go to the big city up the road, and she took me with her. Being that my brother wasn't, at the house where we were living at, I'm pretty sure that she had told him that we were going to go somewhere, and to not be surprised if we weren't back too quickly. I think this was spring-ish, so the sun was still kind of set a little early, I don't exactly remember, so we leave. She tells my brother, hey, if you're gonna go out and play with your friends, okay, let your dad know. We didn't live with my dad. Let your dad know. You can be with him if you want, but just stay with somebody that's going to take care of you. And again, our tiny town, you didn't really need much more than that. Oh man, and I know that I've probably said that. That's my phrase, right? I should change the name of this to the "Oh man" channel, just because that's my phrase after I drink something, and it's just like, really good. Let me see. I don't know. I guess the happiness kind of does linger afterwards. It might not be for everybody, but you know what? Like the overall drinkability of the beer, it kind of makes that tertiary, quaternary for me in terms of how much of that flavor lingers in my mouth. Sometimes I like it when a little tart flavor lingers. So, me and my mom, and I can't remember, at one other friend of hers or somebody else, go up to the big town, and we do, we're up there, blah, 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 and, this is before cell phones, so not Stone Age or anything, but I guess it was close. This is back when the internet still sounded like, and it was like, you wanted to load one picture, it's like, you know what I'm talking about? So we kind of worked on faith that my brother was either with my dad or at the house or with a friend. He knew what to do. And if not, again, our small town, everybody knew, and we knew to take care of each other. And we come back. We're on our way back from the small town. I was glad to have gone, whatever. And my mom and her friend, I can't remember what all they bought or whatever. And it was a good day. It was a good day. And we're on our way back, laughing, ha ha ha. It was a good time. And it's dark. It's right after sunset. Yeah, it's right after sunset, so it's pretty dark. It's already basically nighttime, and my mom, we roll into our driveway, and we lived down a long driveway in the back, and we drive up, and my brother is sitting at the bottom of the stairs. The lights in the house are all out, and we're wondering what's happening. Like, why is he sitting at the bottom of the stairs? It looks like he's sobbing. We're freaking out. Like, she didn't get a call. She didn't get any kind of information from anybody about anything. But yeah, just a little bit of freaking out. So we park, whatever. And we get down from the car. And my brother is sobbing. He is bawling his eyes out. Or at least at this point, he's bawling his eyes out. It turns out that my brother, who, grew up in the church with me, it didn't look like he was always paying attention. But apparently at this point in time, all of the attention he paid had manifested itself, because my brother was sitting on the stairs lamenting his existence, because he believed that the rapture had occurred, and that me and my mom had been taken, and that he had been left behind. I was 11, 12 maybe, but even at this point in time, I think I might have herniated myself slightly from laughing so hard. And I know that my mom and her friend they choked on laughter. And my brother's just bawling his eyes out. I can't believe I was left behind. At one point, you couldn't even understand the words. He was like, I was about to rapture. I'm sorry, Jesus. and yeah, like that was, as you can tell, it's a moment that has stuck with me. I don't know if he completely remembers that day. He probably mentally suppressed it. He crumpled it up into a little bit of mental paper, threw it in one of his mental waste bins, put a little bit of mental charcoal lighter fluid on it, and then threw a mental match at it and watched it burn. But guess what? It's still there. Yeah. How much he remembers of that, I don't know. If he watches this video, hopefully he'll relive it and have a brew with me. Oh man, that's some good elevation right there. The haziness. Again, the haziness is like the pulp in orange juice. You can only do so much to pulpless orange juice to make it taste great. And once you take the pulp out of orange juice, you've taken it from an 8.5, anywhere from an 8.5 to a 10 to a 7. Yes, I'm saying that the best pulpless orange juice can be is a 7. Now, think about this. McDonald's orange juice is a 3. So, do the math, file those away however you will. Anyways, hazy's the way to go. And I'm not really much of a hef guy. Although I'll try to find one to drink and review and tell the story on. Again, enjoy by 420. You still got a little bit of time to find it and enjoy it. Hazy, blazy hazy. A little bit of an aftertaste. Again, the whole drinkability of the beer, it more or less dwarfs and eclipses any of the aftertaste that is present. Remember, be good. Do what you ought to, or else You might be like my brother. And your family goes to the big town up the road and you don't remember or whatever, and you're bawling your eyes out on the stairs, wishing that you had been taken with them to the big town, that is. Oh, yeah. Anyways, hope you'll try a new beer. If it's not this one, get outside your comfort zone. Remember, By The Rapture. Chris out.